My hair looks all types of crazy, but that's because I'm about to go wash it. I get it wet a little bit and brush it probably out before work today, but at the point. Hi, hello, welcome back, Book's Message, to another video. As promised, this week's video is me reading a certain amount of pages every day for a week. I don't know whether I want to make it 50 or 75. I think I want to make it 75, strictly for the fact that I'm already 122 pages into The Cruel Prince, and I'm also already 134 pages into Legendborn. I'm going to be finishing this one next because this is much more fast-paced than Legendborn is. Legendborn is very slow-paced and it takes a lot of brain power that I don't have. But I'm still going to be reading this throughout the week. But my first priority is this, The Cruel Prince. I was reading this a bit last night. I'm probably going to read this a bit before I go to work. Not even probably going to read this a bit. I am going to read this before I go to work. That is my intention. I'm enjoying it. Look at my freaking bookmark. She's stunning. So yeah, I don't know what other books I'm going to read. Maybe books for my end of the year TBR that I kind of set for myself, which is a lot of books and when I really think about it, and I gotta get a head start on that. So with that being said, I should probably just go ahead and read. I do work tonight. I'm off tomorrow. I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done tomorrow, strictly for the fact that I have a funeral to go to tomorrow. My uncle passed away last week. Or, well, when you're watching this, my uncle passed away 2 weeks ago, and this past Tuesday, August 12th, is his funeral, so I don't know how much I'm going to read tomorrow. I work Wednesday morning, I'm off Thursday, and then I'm in Alabama with my boyfriend's family on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I told him that I'm going to be as antisocial as I normally am when it comes to his family, because I don't like people. So that gives me plenty of room to read when we're alone, and I'm alone and want to be away from people. I don't know how much recording I'm going to get done in Alabama, because I don't want to record in front of his family. So, I don't know, guys, but these are the two main books we're going to be reading this week. Finishing this one, of course, and maybe getting to finish this one. We'll see. This is a 500-page book. So, I may add on another book after I finish this to go along with this. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet. I haven't put a reading vlog in so long. This just feels awkward. But let's get to reading. It's only like 11 o'clock on Monday. So, I have plenty of time before I go to work. I go to work at 5, and I'll probably stay up a little bit after I get off to, read too, if I don't have my 75 pages done, because I've decided it's 75 pages. I've gone back and forth the last, 24 hours, but it's 75 pages. Sorry, Nala's right here, and I'm just like, I'm never not the girl. Alright, well, I'm gonna go take a shower first, and after my shower, I'm gonna chillax and read The Cruel Prince. I've missed my baby's greeting card, and not saying that I haven't missed Nick and Sel and William, and fuck, I forgot her best friend's name. I can't think of it. I didn't miss Tori. I miss Greer. Oh, Greer. Is it Alice? Yeah, Alice. Alice. I could not remember A for whatever reason. I don't know why. But it's time. It's time to read again and obsess over book characters and tell my boyfriend about how obsessed with them I am. Okay. I'm glad to be doing this. I really am. It doesn't look like it, but I'm glad to be doing this. So, I'm gonna go read. I'm about to head to work, but I want to give you a small update. I've read 40 something pages out of 75, so I only have like 30 pages left. So we're thriving. Because I started on page 122 and I'm currently on page 164 in the middle of chapter 16. So basically I've read this much right here, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot when you think about it in the grand scheme of everything that has happened since the part I started reading at and the part I'm currently at. And let's just say I'm really enjoying this. I forgot how much I love Jude. I forgot how willing she is to defy Cardin and Valerian. And then the whole Locke thing is the whole Locke situation is happening right now. And the way I know this ends, he deserves what happens to him. He deserves what he gets. He deserves what he gets. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to leave it at that. The same way Valerian deserves what he gets. And then Acacia, is that how you say her name? The one who's like, mom is the queen of like the undersea or whatever. She also is very annoying. And I don't think we see her much after like book 2. So I'm also grateful for that shit. Also, Cardin and Jude. I'm a sucker for this. I'm a sucker for this the same way I was a sucker for this when I was like 16, 17 years old reading this for the first time. Because I got back, like seriously back into reading in like 2022 or 2023. I don't remember which one it was. Or maybe it was even 2021. I don't know. I know I read this. I enjoyed it. It's a thing. And rereading it is reminding me why I love reading. I think I'm going to finish those 75 pages before I go to sleep tonight. Definitely not before I go to work. I may finish them at work. It depends on if we're slow or not. And me saying it out loud, it probably means it's probably not going to be. But last Monday was hella slow. So, reading, maybe. My best friend's also working with me today. And me and her create nothing but chaos at work. So, I also may not read. But the point being, I'm enjoying this. I've read 42 pages out of 75, which means I'm basically halfway done with my 75 pages, pretty much, almost. I don't know. Math's not mathing. I don't know what's half of 75. What's half of 75? 30. It goes evenly into 3, right?
32.5.
So yes, I read half of my...
No.
$37.5.
There it is.
So I read half of my 75 pages. I'm gonna finish my 75 pages and probably more because I'm invested now. Does this mean I'm gonna binge the whole series and then also read The Stolen Heir and The Prisoner Throne afterwards? Maybe. We'll see. So with that being said, I'm gonna put my shoes on and go to work and have a great day. Maybe. Just maybe. As long as I get cut at a reasonable time. Because if I'm there until late tonight, I'm screaming. Okay. besties. It's been a long day. It's almost 9 o'clock, and I got home like maybe 2 hours ago. It's 8:34. I got home probably about 6:15-ish. I'm thriving. I was out all day. I got a couple clips of me reading in the car, and then I got the one clip of me reading at home like an hour ago before we put little mamas to bed. So yeah. Anyways, yesterday I ended up not completing my 75 pages for this, which is fine. It's fine. I don't even think I read 50 pages because I woke up and I started on page 166. I'm currently on page 194, which means I read almost 30 pages. So I think what I'm gonna do is try and read my 75 pages for tonight. I don't think I'll do it, but I can get close to doing it. I'm on chapter 18. If I remember correctly, 75 pages from 166 is 201, carrier 1. 6 plus 7 is 13, like 240. So I'm gonna try and get to at least 200 pages in, maybe a little further. Tomorrow I do work a double, so I don't think I'll get any of my 75 pages read tomorrow, but we will see. We will see, okay? And I'm off on Thursday. I'm off on Thursday, so I can get my 75 pages done pretty easily, probably that morning. And then when my boyfriend gets off from work, I can just have him, we can just play Stardew or whatever we want to do on Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are kind of up in the air. We come home from Alabama on Sunday, so I can probably get them done on Sunday, but Friday and Saturday are kind of a toss-up in the air of whether or not I get them read or not. I probably will because I'm antisocial. I'll talk to them if they talk to me, but besides that, I'm going to be head first in this book or whatever book I'm bring with me, because I don't think I'm going to bring this with me. No.
Shut up.
What? I'm singing the song. No. Yeah. You do realize these K-pop songs are songs I know, right?
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, whatever he's on. So yeah. I told him I'm going to interact with his family, but I'm heavily antisocial. And I think I've had like 2 conversations with his mom and they're not even real conversations. It's like, hey, how you doing? Great, good, and that's it. So I think that's also how I was going to go with this family. Not because I'm uncomfortable, but because I don't like people. So, which is crazy to say because I have a whole YouTube channel where I talk to people on the internet. You know what? This is all backwards. Anyways, I'm going to see how far I can get in this before I get too tired. I did take 2 fat, juicy naps. One all the way to Atlanta and then one on the way back home. So I'm kind of awake at the moment. So we'll see how far I can get. I'm watching Becca right now. I'm behind on so much book content, so I'm trying to catch up in at least some capacity. And so I am watching Becca right now. I'm running episode 3 of the Romantasy Rundown, if you know what that is, on her channel. But I'm gonna go read this, watch that, and see how long I can stay awake. Considering I do work a double tomorrow, so I'm gonna need all the rest a bitch can get.
To look at the back to see what he was supposed to look like. He looks pretty good.
hello, how are you? I'm great, I'm good. As you saw by the first couple like in this car, it is Wednesday. I have sat and just read 20 pages of my 75 for the day. Last night I ended out with reading 60 pages even. I was just 15 pages shy of reaching my 75 page goal, but I was literally sitting there reading and I was kind of closed my eyes and not even open them again. So it's like, okay, put the book down and go to sleep. And I literally put the book down and then I think I was asleep in the next like 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes and I was knocked the F out, okay? But it's Wednesday. I am working a double today, but I'm staying in the car and reading. I still have about 20 minutes or so before I think I actually go into work. My boyfriend had to be here at 9. I don't have to clock in until 10:30. So, yeah, I am going to be going in at about 10:20. It's 9:53, so it's going to be like a little short update. As you saw, I got to part 2 of the book. And if you've read The Coral Prince, you know exactly what part I'm at. Things are kicking off. Things are going well. Things are about to take a turn for the better because the Julian Carter moments I get in part 2 make this book 10 times better. 15 times better, okay? Like, yeah. So we just start raining. Y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear the rain? And like, it's not like drizzling. No. It's coming down right now. What is... Anyways. Here we are. Loving this. In the rain. But yeah. We get, like, Julian Carter moments in part 1, but they're few and scattered. Like, you get, like, a couple throughout the book. The beginning parts of this, but in this last like third here, I would say like the last third of this book, you get a lot more, and there's a reason for that. I'm not gonna tell you the reason, but there is a reason for you getting as much Julian Carter in here. But I'm excited. I'm really enjoying my reread of this. Reading this has reminded me why I love reading. I'm either gonna go straight into The Wicked King after this, or take a break and finish Legendborn and then go into The Wicked King afterwards. I'm not sure. All I know that I have missed my babies, okay? And the video that's going up this Friday, I'm going to edit it tonight whenever I get off, because I'll probably get off early since I'm a double. So I'll probably get off a little early, go home, edit a bit of Friday's video, finish editing it tomorrow and have it go up tomorrow so you guys can see it. I talk about how I want to read the rest of the series since I'm currently reading this and I plan to finish it in this vlog. So my attempt is to finish this today or tomorrow, one of the two, because I'm tempted to just sit here and read it. I'm gonna sit here and read it for the next like 20 minutes before I go into work, and then whenever we're not busy and I don't have tables to clean, I'm also gonna be reading this. I don't know how much recording I'm gonna get done. That's why I started recording while I was sitting here in the car, because I realized I'm gonna be at work pretty much all day, and I don't like recording at work. I can record at work, but I don't want to. So, plus I don't know how much reading I'm gonna get done when my best friend gets to work, so there's also that. So yeah, I'm gonna hate myself when I'm editing this because I'm splitting this into half reading, half B-roll, and then half of this is gonna be this talking clip. Anyways, I'm enjoying this. I made it part 2. I'm gonna try and get through another like 20 or so pages in the next like 20 minutes, or like a page a minute. And then we'll see how far I get. So like I said, I've already read 20 pages of my 75. Pretty much by the time I finish reading this today, I should be 300 pages in, I think, which will only leave me with like 60 something pages left. So I may finish this today, but I may not. It just depends on how I'm feeling by the time that rolls around. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to watching YouTube and reading. many times I read this fucking book. This page 306 and page 307 will be some of my favorite parts every single fucking time. Most of all, I hate you because I think of you often. It's disgusting and I can't stop. So, I did not successfully read 75 pages yesterday either. So we're on day 4 of this challenge, and I can say that I have officially, for the first time this week, read 75 fucking pages. I have sat today and mostly done nothing but sit and read, and I have read 75 pages of The Cruel Prince. I started on page 257. I'm on page 335. I'm gonna finish it because I literally have like 30 so many pages left. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the book. I'm enjoying this. If you couldn't tell by my earlier freak out when I got to like my favorite part of this book with Judy and Carden. How long ago was this published? I feel like I can give spoilers for this because if you haven't read it by now, you're probably not going to. (2018). So yeah, this is 7 years old by this point. So with that being said, if you read this book, you know that Judy and Carden are enemies. And later on in this book, when everything starts to like fall apart and Judy's trying to come up with a plan on how to get Belkin off the throne and to crown someone else, her and Carden end up kissing, and she ends up having Carden confess why he hates her so much. And he ends up telling her that he hates her because he thinks of her so often and it's disgusting and he hates it. And then they kiss. I don't care. Oh god, like I love the political intrigue in this, but also Judy and Carden give me life, okay, like I was giggling, I was screaming. Anyways, I have exactly, this book is 370 pages long, right? So I have 35 pages left. So I'm going to just go ahead and finish the book. I don't know if I'll read anything else besides finishing this today, but I at least want to finish this and then maybe, just maybe, start reading Legendborn before tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm probably going to be in the car. I'm going to be in the car for a couple hours tomorrow. And so while I'm in the car for a couple hours tomorrow, I am going to be reading my 75 pages for the day. So, and it won't be this. I can finally say I've finished this. I've been reading this for a couple weeks now. You guys have watched me read this for a couple weeks now. And now here I am finishing it the fuck up. You won't be getting a reading wrap up for August. I'll probably just combine my August and September wrap up because I don't know how many books I'm going to finish because today is the 14th. And so we really only have like 17 more days in the month of August. So I don't know how many books I'm going to finish. I want to at least finish like 4 or 5. So me finally finishing this after a couple of days, after like weeks of reading this is good. I can feel myself getting in the groove of wanting to read every day again with this challenge. So maybe next week's vlog will be another reading vlog, or either it'll just be like a plain weekly vlog with some reading included. I'm not quite sure yet, but we will see. But I'm gonna go finish this. I'm probably not gonna record anything else for today since I have reached my 75 pages for the day, and you'll just see me tomorrow when I get up and get in the car and start reading on my car ride tomorrow. So, with that being said, I will be finishing this today and maybe starting Legendborn. But yeah, I did it. I'm finishing this. I'm excited. I love this. 5 stars. I don't care. It's 5 stars. So I'll see you guys tomorrow whenever I decide to talk to you guys. We did get a hotel room for when we're in Alabama, so I don't have to talk to you in like his family's house, and whatever. So we'll just. I'm gonna go finish this now. Okay, goodbye. I'm so happy. Hello, people. We're gonna ignore her back there. Anyways, hello, pretty people. I ended up reading my 75 pages last night. I started at like 10 something and I finished at like a little bit after 11. And I read exactly 75 pages because I started on page 129 in Legendborn. And I ended up on page 205, which is the beginning of the next chapter. Page 204 was my 75th page I needed to read for the day. Stop it, Lucy. Stop it. Move. Move. So I read exactly 75 pages yesterday, which is kind of crazy. I do have a couple hours today to read before we go do anything, so hopefully I can get my 75 pages read now and not later. Unless we go and do something, but I don't think we're going to do anything. I'm not really completely sure what my boyfriend has planned for today. Today is just his grandma's birthday party, and we're going to that, and then we're literally going home tomorrow morning. So my 75 page mark will be like page 280, which I highly doubt I'll get lucky and I'll probably be like in the middle of a chapter. It is. So I'll probably be a bit over 75 pages. So I'm starting on page 205. 75 pages would be 280, but 280 is in the middle of a chapter. So where's the end of that chapter? I'll read about 90 pages, actually, more like. I'll read like 91 pages. No, I won't. The last chapter ends on page 287. So I'll read 82 pages today. Maybe a little more. I don't know, because I might read when we get back to the hotel too. But I think I can fully say I'm out of my reading slump. Because I haven't been wanting to pick up books. But reading this week, reading and finishing The Cruel Prince a couple days ago solidified that. Because I just sat and read that and finished it. And then reading this, it's solidifying it again. So, like, I think I'm fully coming out of this, like, reading slump that I've been in for, like, 4 months. Okay? 5 months, more so, because I haven't read anything since, like, mid-March. So that's 5 months of no reading. So I'm fully back into reading. The next book I'm reading after this is what I'm really excited for because I haven't read it for a couple of years. I don't really remember anything about it, which is good because it's like a thriller book. And so when I don't read a book for a couple of years, I forget everything. So we're going to go into it like I've never read it before. Although I have read it, but it was like 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago. So, yeah, I'm going to read today. Probably watch some YouTube, but mostly read. If I don't finish my 75 pages now, I'll finish them tonight when we get back to the hotel. And then my 75 pages will probably be right in the car tomorrow, so I won't get a lot of recording done. I got a couple clips for y'all in the car, but not one of the clips wasn't even reading. I'm just gonna still add it in because it was still in the car while we were like driving and stuff. But yeah, I'm also almost halfway through this book. This book is 502 pages long. I'm almost 250 pages in. I'm 45 pages off, so I'm almost halfway through this book, and I'm excited. This is a thick book. And I'm supposed to be reading the second book soon. I think what I'm going to do is read the next book. Well, not the next book in this, but the book I told you guys I was planning on reading. And then the book after that will probably be The Wicked King, so I don't forget The Cruel Prince before going into The Wicked King, although I wouldn't forget The Cruel Prince. It's too fresh in my brain. And then maybe after that, read Bloodmarked. So I'll probably read the second book to this, like 3 books from now. But I'm also a mood reader, so I could decide to read a Mafia romance on my iPad if I really want to. But yeah, that's it. I am technically tabbing this, but I haven't tabbed what I read yesterday, so I'm going to have to go back through. I need to annotate it, because all I've been doing is tabbing. I didn't need to go back in and annotate it, but that will be for a later day and time. Not now. This book will get read again before the 4th book comes out, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go. Hi besties. Welcome to the end of the vlog because it is technically now Monday morning when I'm updating you. To give you this last update about how Sunday went and Saturday and to end this vlog out. So Saturday I ended up reading 0 pages. That's a lie. That's a lie. I read like 1 chapter on Saturday and then I lay down, took a nap, woke up about 1:30. The birthday party started at 3 o'clock. So that meant I slept until an hour and a half before. And then I laid in bed after my nap and scrolled through TikTok till about 2:15, 2:30. Got up, got me and my daughter dressed, laid back down for a little bit, then woke my boyfriend up, told him to get dressed so we could all get ready and go and leave. And then when we got back that night, I was too irritated to do anything else, and I just laid there and went to sleep. I didn't even read anything else. I read like literally 1 chapter because I started on page 217 yesterday, and that means I literally only read 1 chapter because I started on page 205. Yeah, I started on page 205, read to page 217, which is 1 chapter, and that was it on Saturday. But yesterday, I can say I fully completed my 75 pages. I'm 297 pages in. I have less than 200 pages left now because technically this book ends on page 490. Like that's where the last, like, before like the acknowledgement and everything. That's like when everything ends in the book. Technically, you have a little thingy, and then you have like miscellaneous stuff like the round table bloodlines, and then literally the author's name at the end. Strictly 490 is the end of the book, so I have less than 200 pages left of this book. I will be finishing it this week. You can bet your bottom dollar. Would this week have been the better week to do this 75 pages thing, so I'm not as busy? Yes. But I still somehow managed to complete 1 book and then also get over halfway through with another book. So, I mean, I call it a success because I started on page like 100 and something. I'm pretty sure I started on page 129. And I'm all the way up to page 297. So I read this good chunk in the last couple of days. Could there have been more if I actually read on Saturday? Yes. But am I disappointed? No. I'm not. Anyways. The point of this is, I think I'm out of my slump. I can fully say I'm out of my slump. I think I'm going to take a break from reading this today in my next vlog. And probably pick up something else. But that's for later discussions. But the point is, I finished the Core Prince in this vlog. Really enjoyed it, 5 stars. Obviously a reread for me. Rereads are my best way out of getting out of a slump because I know I will enjoy it. And most of the time it's like I'm reading it for the first time again because I wait a long time before I reread something. And so I haven't read this in like 2 years or so. So reading this for the first time again, oh, I absolutely fucking loved it, my friends. Absolutely favorite thing of all time, okay? Like, this is top tier fantasy right here. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how YA it is. I don't care how cheesy it is. I don't care how much you hate it. That you can say nothing bad about me, bad about this book to me, and I believe you. And it made me change my opinion. And then another reread I did was Legendborn. I'm still in the middle of this. Obviously, I started this back in like June, I believe. And it's now August. It's 2 months later, and I'm finally continuing on with it and attempting to finish it. And I will finish it in the coming like week or so. Because I like to decompress before work and after work all the time. So I will sit and just read. I do have Thursday off this week and Sunday off this week, and then I work 2 mornings and 2 nights this week. So like, I have plenty of time to read if I make the time for it. I have plenty of time to read all week long, and that's probably what I intend to fucking do. Not gonna lie. But yeah, overall, I think I read over a good like 500 pages, because I read over 100 pages in this. I read a good like 200 pages of this. So I would call it a success. I'm out of the slump. I would call this reading vlog fun. Did I only complete 1 book? Yes, but I wasn't expecting to complete more with how busy I was this week. I'm honestly shocked that I even finished this and got through as much as this as I did. But here we are. I'm really loving this freaking tassel on this freaking bookmark, if you can't tell. But anyways, I'm in the vlog here, and literally going to start another one. So you're literally gonna see me in this exact same setup in about when you see my next video. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. It was fun time reading this week. It was fun time going to Alabama and meeting my boyfriend's family. I was a little anxious, not even a little bit. I was anxious the entire time, but also I'm going through an identity crisis at the same time. So it was a very stressful weekend when it didn't need to be, but here we are. So with that being said, I hope you have a great day, evening, night, morning, afternoon, and whatever part of the world you are having it in. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I have most of this video already edited, so I'm probably gonna sit down, go finish editing this video, and then go ahead and get it uploaded, try and get a thumbnail made, get it uploaded, all of that, so it's set to be up on time this week and you're not getting it late or anything, because last week I ended up uploading twice because the video I tried uploading on the Friday before last would not upload, and so I had to put it back up on Monday. It was this whole thing, and I'm sorry, but here we are with this vlog going up on time because I actually started editing it a couple of nights ago and I got through most of it. I just need these last couple of days on here. So with that being said, I will see you guys in my next one. I think it's also going to be a reading vlog, like how much I read in a week with the full-time job, now that I fully feel like I'm back into reading. And as a gamer. Yeah, and as a gamer. Anyways, have a fantastic day, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.